Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3. Now when it came to the spin-off series of the Jurassic World franchise, Camp Cretaceous, it certainly initially seemed like a series that would be toned down for the sake of a child audience, in a similar fashion to some of the other Netflix DreamWorks shows that have come out. But thankfully this one does not feel like a cash grab in the slightest. It manages to retain the brutality and manages to retain the survival aspect of the Jurassic Park films while introducing us to a batch of characters that we can actually enjoy. And considering the child characters of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films haven't always been received very well, it's kind of incredible that we have 6 kid characters that I actually enjoy throughout the first 2 seasons of Camp Cretaceous. So for this latest season, Darius, Ben, Yasmin, Brooklyn, Sammy, and Kenji all are trying to find a way to escape Isla Nublar now that they have a boat to get that done, while we also get returns from some characters that you might remember from the films, ranging from the expected to the not so expected, while we also figure out that there's another experiment from Dr. Wu that might be on the island that'll make things even harder for our campers. But that's all I'll say about the story. The interesting thing about this season is that it's actually 10 episodes as opposed to the usual 8. Now, I did think that for the first 2 episodes not much really happened during them, which means I think they could have made it an 8-episode season just like the other ones. But having more content of the show isn't necessarily a bad thing, considering the characters are so likable, and considering that they constantly end up finding interesting scenarios to put the dinosaurs in for our characters to survive. Especially considering that, in true Dr. Wu fashion, he managed to create more dinosaur hybrids that end up really being pretty imaginative. I think this one's actually a lot more imaginative than the Indominus Rex in a sense. Not only does it seem more dangerous, but it also happens to feel, more creative, which I think the series has managed to do in a way that the movies really haven't. And it's also a good season for character development for Kenji and Yasmin. I've always felt that those 2 characters felt like they got the least focus when it came to actually developing their characters recently, so having Kenji do more stuff and having him actually and having Ryan Potter do a great job with his vocal performance as usual through all of it really does make me enjoy his character more. And also Yasmin gets to show off her skills a bit more as a world-class athlete, and that's always great as well. On top of that, the fan service in this season when it comes to returning characters doesn't feel like it's in service of distracting from a plot that's not very good. It happens to flow rather naturally, especially in one particular appearance that happens to explain what happened to a particular character in between the events of Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. And at the end of the season, much like the second, has a cliffhanger that should probably get us prepared for another season of the series, if this one happens to do well, which I'm sure it will. So I say this one's just about as good as the previous seasons, if not even better than that. And I think this is actually my favorite of the DreamWorks Netflix cartoons that are coming out. That's why I'm going to give the 3rd season of Camp Cretaceous a 9 out of 10. See you next time.